All right, so I got the soil in there. Again, it's just kind of about a couple inches below the top of the pot. So it's not a really big pot. You got about, I guess it's about a 1.5 foot pot. So what all can you grow in something like this? Well, this pot, so perspective-wise, there's my hand. This pot, you can actually grow quite a few things in here. You can actually get a set of carrots in here, onions, then you can get a couple of taller things in the back like dill. I wouldn't do anything like potatoes in a spot like this just because they'll take up the entire pot. So if you do want potatoes, give them their own pot for the most part. Potatoes and garlic go well together, so you could put the two of those things in one pot together. But again, something like this, I would do some carrots. Probably, you could even do some kale. Kale could grow up in the back a little bit. So then you could actually have everything for the makings of a salad right in this subset here. So you're going to sprinkle your seeds on top. And then all you're going to do is bring in about another inch of soil coming up over your seeds. Just like that, basically. Just make sure that the seeds have touched both the soil on both the underside and the top side. So you want to actually get your seeds fully into the soil. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to water this pot. And you're going to actually get it moist enough that the new seedlings have enough water to start to germinate. Should take about 3 to 4 days for those little seeds to start showing some roots growing and then also some greens at the top of the pot. If in 2 or 3 days you don't see anything, don't panic. They're probably still fine. You might just have to double check and see if you need to add water. Somebody had asked me about how much water you need to put into your pots. That's when I talk about this not being like a solid science. There isn't a number that I can give you or a number of times to water that I can give you. What I can tell you is you have to get to know your pot, where you've placed it, and how thirsty your plants actually are. So what you're going to want to keep doing is just check the soil moisture. You're going to put your hand in there. You don't want to make sure that it's got a little bit of moisture so a little bit of soil sticks to your hands, but that it's not like a muddy mess. And then you also just want to make sure that it's not super dry so that everything can still get just about, just a little bit moist, but not enough to start to rot. And then you just want to make sure to water it frequently enough that if you have it in a very hot, dry spot, you can make sure that those roots stay nice and watered. You don't want them to be parched.